Show yourself, Jedi.
When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway.
You come with me to Atlantis.
That's funny. That's funny. No, just no. I'm not gonna have my bed get shit on. Thank you, but no thanks. Hey guys, welcome back to another roundtable. This is our very second roundtable on this channel, and I have, well, both are returning guests. I first have this guy has an ego on his head. He thinks.
Okay guys, I've just come to ask that I'm going to do some house shopping, but I want to warn everybody that I do not want the divorce rate to increase, okay, just because of my makeup. I know I look bloody gorgeous, but remember, I am not available on the market. I am married.
Hey Ryan.
What's up, man? That was I remember seeing that. Hey, you know what? I gotta give her props. She knows what she wants. So, and quite frankly, she's less fake than most girls nowadays, so she'll probably get it. I mean, not from me, but she's probably gonna get it. We should hook you up, dude. Did you slide into those DMs?
I slid. And
Did
she
you?
called me a banana face, so there's that.
Banana face. Wow. Is that like a ethnic slur?
I have no idea.
I don't either. What's wrong with liking bananas? I like bananas.
I don't.
What's wrong with you, man?
I do not like bananas.
You got bad potassium. Bad potassium.
But speaking of bad potassium, this other guy is a returning guest. And this.
And if you thought you had tea on me, bitch, you're drinking.
What you doing, huh? You thought I can't catch you because it's a different person? You naughty, dirty little boy.
Hey, Fate.
Potassium.
Potassium. I love Ryan's face as soon as
I mean, he said potassium, but when she popped up, the first girl, I was thinking I'd get some of that assium. I don't know. Is that too much? It's too much too soon, right?
Huh?
I'm not on the TikTok, so I was just kind of caught back by that. Oh, that's funny.
It did kind of set me back a little bit. I will admit.
And then the other girl shows up.
Are we bringing her out or what?
We could do.
Is she a panelist?
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah, we should bring Phil's cousin on. I'm just kidding.
I mean, which one? My one, the one that's the celebrity. That's in as the.
Yeah, she's on America's
the Bachelor, the one that's a basketball star.
Got one that's a basketball star?
Really? Dwayne Wade.
Hey, Kathy.
Dwayne Wade's my cousin.
I had no idea. Dang, man. What are you? What's with all your family members being in the professional category?
Oh yeah.
Easy now.
So I got and I met that guy who played Boba Fett. Like some other guys. Did I mention that?
Yeah. What's his name? Daniel?
Oh yeah, Daniel Logan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, I remember.
Yeah.
Did you mention that the last stream I was on?
Oh yeah, he reminds. He gonna remind us.
Oh yeah.
Don't pull the card out, Phil.
Too late. But I see outside of these awesome people that are on the panel, I see Brandon saying, "What's up, Doc?" Sporting that Bugs Bunny line. Hello. And then I see this Kenobi that wants to be a Skywalker so badly. Kathy. Hey, girl.
General Kenobi.
And
Well, I'd like to see that guy sometime.
Didn't the guy in the episode call him General? Or was he talking to the woman?
Actually,
are you talking about in episode 4?
I don't know what his name. He was the black guy. I know that's like I wasn't really paying attention to their names too much because it's like super. I just not a whole lot of character development. I'm just gonna say. But.
Well, I wanted to go back and watch it for this show, but I just couldn't force myself to.
Yeah, I think I watched. I only rewatched the best parts that I liked, which is where Obi-Wan Kenobi's a Jedi again, which is like 5 minutes of the episode.
It's all about
where he uses his lightsaber and he actually does good with it.
Which I will let you guys know. This stream, like the last roundtable, will contain spoilers. So be warned.
Okay.
Like what did they?
I'll be honest with you. It sounds like we're kind of like on the same wavelength on Obi-Wan, so it's kind of nice to be able to cut loose and not shelf my outrage. Sometimes you have to shelf your outrage. Depends on your panel, but.
Well, I haven't done my review video yet. I meant to do it last night, but I got sidetracked with another review video that I'd been meaning to put out for like 5 days. So I was like, fudge. I gotta push off. But I also, there's so much to review.
I so much to review. You giving into your anger, give in to the dark side a bit.
Well, I had somebody on Twitter who was talking crap, and they're like, and they thought that I was being like overly harsh on Obi-Wan Kenobi for the last episode. And I was like, look, I'm like, I talk about the things I like. I talk about the things I don't like. I go into detail about it. And, that's just what it's a review. That's what I'm doing. They're like, because people are like, well, just don't watch it. It's like, well, there are people who want reviews for this. You realize that, right? They don't. So it's just, but yeah, I was like, dude, I'll send you the link to my video when it drops. I'm like, you can trash it all you want. And he's like, that's pretty cool of you. I'll go through and, tell you everywhere where you're wrong. Drop the link to the guy. Never heard from him again.
And Kathy says that if she had a channel, it would be called Random Stuff with Old Lady Kenobi, aka Carl.
Kathy's a trooper.
Oh yeah. So I was thinking we talk about at least like for a little bit episode 3 of Kenobi, so we can kind of, since we didn't do a roundtable last week, figure we'd talk about episode 3 of Kenobi and then go do like the rest in episode 4.
Yes. No, absolutely.
So in general, what was your guys' overall thoughts of episode 3? As I say hi to Channel 66.
Hated it.
Oh, you hated it?
Meh. Because, like I said, it finally gave me what I was wanting to see Obi-Wan Kenobi be a Jedi again. And I'm not saying he was like a Jedi master, but he was just like a standard Jedi again who knew how to use a lightsaber and who could actually use the Force. There was still a lot of just trash in it, so that's why I'm going with meh.
Wait, was this 3? Episode 3 or 4?
Oh, sorry, I said 4. No. 3 was.
Hey, Astro, if you want to come on, you have the link to come on if you want.
I didn't like 3 either.
Yeah, you can jump on here, for Astro, if you've seen it. If Matt's seen it.
I didn't like 3 either.
Yeah,
none of it's good. None of it's over the top good. None of it.
Right.
Like
so
it's
3. Go ahead.
Go ahead, man. No, go ahead, man.
I was just going to say three was basically, so they made the escape. He knew Vader was alive or whatever. They're trying to pull the wool over people's eyes here. Obviously, he knew Vader was still alive. Vader says as much that in Return of the Jedi that Obi-Wan was wise to hide Leia from him, specifically from him. So, and then Obi-Wan also tells Luke in ROTJ, you were separated at birth, and because we hid you from your father. So he knew that Vader was alive, and he knew he was Vader. So this is like bad writing, and it's very apparent. It's just coming unraveled. But that's where we left off, and we picked up with this one. And him and Leia are on the run across the galaxy. It's Lone Wolf and Cub story, and Obi-Wan is not formidable, you know.
No, he's timid and like afraid of everything.
Oh, and I see our next. Sorry to cut you off. I see our next guest is on, and I want to have him to hop on too, so we can have a full panel. So like,
Send this to someone who needs to hear this. Get up, you bloody banana face, and do the bloody dishes!
Howdy, everyone. Sorry, just got back from walking my dog, so hi.
Oh, okay.
What's up, buddy?
I'm tired. That's all.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that one.
This heat is not.
Oh, it's terrible.
Is it bad down there?
101 was it feels like today by me.
Yeah, it's the humidity. Like if you go outside and you're outside for like longer than like 5 minutes, you'll just start pouring sweat, just like dripping down your eyes.
Yeah,
and
I'm in a constant state of looking like a honey baked ham.
Yeah, it's it's like summer drop kicked us right in the nuts, because usually you don't get this level of heat until like July. You know, June's still hot.
May was rather timid. Like May wasn't that bad of a.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad of a May. Like
it wasn't.
Yeah,
so
I had some cold early in the year too, huh?
That's when my AC set to like 74 or 72. I'll take my central air conditioning. Thank you, whoever made that.
Yeah, you need it here in the look. I love Florida, but the summertime is gonna get you. If the rest of the year is very manageable, but yeah, the summertime is where the adults are made.
oh yeah, I remember I was like there in like the summertime of 2016, and then again in the wintertime of 2016. Both times were hot as hell.
Winter's nice. Winter's the time you want to visit. It's a little drier. You got like the 70s is your high kind of most of the time. It's what I suggest to visit Florida.
Yeah.
Be a snowbird.
Oh yeah, I have to admit that even though I came in the wintertime, it was more it was like better, but still.
Well, you'll still get like, off days here and there, stuff like that, where the humidity's high, but at the same time though, it's only like, you walk outside, it's like 45 degrees, so it's like super weird. So it's a little more bone chilling that I've noticed because of that extra moisture in there. It can be colder in some ways sometimes than you would realize, but no, it's a good state. I like it anyway.
I'm sorry for throwing off the whole Obi-Wan. I don't know if it's bashing yet. I've only heard a little bit when I got back in. Like, I don't know if we're bashing or if we're being mildly bashing.
Before we do,
we're unloading.
Before we do, I wanted to say,
What up, bitch?
What up, bitch? Yeah, now that I'm here, we're bashing.
Yeah.
Business just picked up, as they say in the wrestling.
Yeah. I was feeling a little heated behind scenes. I kind of mellowed it out a little bit, but trust me,
it reminded me of Astro.
Once we get to spinning here, yeah, it's gonna get bad.
So we talking about 3 and 4? We're gonna go back to the first couple. What are we talking about?
Go ahead.
Yeah, we were talking about a little bit of 3, but I know 4 comes out, and a lot of people have more things to say about 4. So quickly, what do you guys think about episode 3? And then,
episode 3 was the one.
He fights Darth. Darth.
Oh, right. Obi's a coward now. Great.
Yeah.
Dude,
like afraid of everything.
Yeah, Obi is my favorite character in all of Star Wars.
Ding, ding,
so, it's gonna be under a freaking microscope from the jump, and then you do something that is so dramatically out of character that it thoroughly disgusts me. Because Obi-Wan is like the poster child of a perfect Jedi for the most part. He's duty-bound, resolved. He is not emotional. He tries to keep that mess under wraps. And I mean, look back at episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, when he rolled up to Anakin on Mustafar, and he went to the dark side. He's like, well, I'll do what I must. Like, he's just, it's business with him. And so you need to tell me 10 years later, he's a broken old man with PTSD, which, by the way, how was he going to train Luke if he's cut off from the Force and doesn't know how to wield a lightsaber anymore?
It looks like to me that when he said, I have failed you, Anakin, in Revenge of the Sith, he's basically failing Luke and Leia, too.
Yes.
Luke. Yeah.
So, like, the show contradicts itself as well as the canon overall, because that sick burn, bro, thing with Owen makes no sense now, because what was he going to train him to do? Run away from a saber fight? Like, what was the training going to be? I don't know. Oh, I have so many words. Oh my God.
What about you, Rogue?
Was that?
I was saying, what about you, Rogue? What was your thoughts of episode 3?
Rogue?
Yes, I mean,
Tom?
Sorry. My dog knocked over
okay.
So I was cleaning up some water. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. Cool.
Damn it, Tom! Get it in gear.
We're angry.
I'm beyond angry. I'm despondent, I guess the best way to say it.
Yeah.
I just can't. It can't be that they can't be that incompetent.
Oh yes, they can. At this point, I believe it.
I feel like it's actively so, and so it's a weird thing when you think about the writer Rodolph, whatever his name is, I can't remember his name exactly, but he worked with Hayden Christensen before on the movie Awake.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so I'm wondering if that was part of Hayden Christensen liked him, so he's like, oh, why don't we bring this guy along? I worked with him before. I'm wondering how much control Ewan McGregor and Christensen had in terms of the writing or anything like that. Because Ewan's the next executive producer, he could have probably read through some of this stuff, unless this was, and I don't like the way some articles are describing this as Favreau and Filoni kneecapping the show by saying, oh, it's too similar to Mandalorian, go change it.
I don't believe that.
No, I don't either. And Ewan's compromised. So even if he does have a fair amount of say in the show, he ain't what he used to be. So
I don't think he is compromised because of what he did to his wife. He got caught with his his dick in his hand. And but no, I don't even think Ewan McGregor has anything really necessarily to do with the story of the show. I think it's all Disney Lucasfilm storyboard writing shit show. It's a mess. And quite frankly, I don't think Deborah Chow has done a good job on other shows, but I think that was under very strict, experienced supervision and leadership. And
remember, a director on a TV show is very different than a director in a movie.
Yeah, well,
the showrunner is the one who's controlling that. So Favreau and Filoni were the ones that were controlling that show for Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett, which I don't think Favreau was on as much on hands for Book of Boba Fett because they were working on rewriting Mandalorian season 3.
Yeah, so, and you can tell the episodes that he had a hand in because they were basically the Mandalorian season 3.
Yeah.
And they were much better. I know people they have their issues with them too, and trust me, I get it. But they were drastically directed and written better, even though there are problems with those, than the Book of Boba Fett or Obi-Wan Kenobi is, period.
But here's the other thing. They were fun to watch.
Yeah.
It was fun. It had the feel of Star Wars. This has the feel of someone looking at Star Wars through like a dirtied window and seeing different elements from different properties of Star Wars and saying, oh, that's really cool. You ever see the trailer for Star Wars The Force Unleashed? Oh, that scene with Kenobi.
Yeah.
That's exactly the trailer for Star Wars The Force Unleashed.
Yeah, no, like that's the thing is we did a live stream after the first episode in Book of Boba that had Mando in it. It basically Mando 2.5, like Ryan was saying.
Yeah.
And my wife, she's a huge Star Wars fan, so she was watching it while we were live, and Fate could hear her cheering down the hall through a closed door because of how excited and happy she was to watch it. That is not the same amount of emotion that she has with this show, and she was actually a big Hayden Christensen fan as Anakin. That's what she grew up with. I'm a big Ewan McGregor Obi-Wan Kenobi fan, and both of us are just severely disappointed. Severely. It's like Rogue said, it's not the same, and then he leaves.
No, I think he's having issues, but
I guess he's so mad that he left.
Yeah, but it's not the same. He's right.
I think any Star Wars live action has to, like, whatever it is, Star Wars live action. You can save the silliness or whatever for the cartoons. That's fine. You can get away with a lot more in a cartoon. But I think live action has to have a standard. And I think they need to, like, change the game every time a live action outing of Star Wars comes out. Like, it should be like raising bars every time. I mean, we talk about it all the time. Revenge of the Sith is the bar. I mean, they should continue to do that. And the hallway scene with Luke Skywalker at the end of Mando season 2 brought everybody unified for a moment. And people were crying online and stuff like that. I mean, it was a major, it was sort of historical and entertainment kind of moment. And they have the ability to do this stuff. Now with Obi-Wan Kenobi, just because he has PTSD or whatever doesn't mean that he's not formidable. Most of our wars were fought by people with shell shock in the trenches and stuff, and they continue to fight and won wars that way. Formidability as a Jedi should still be there with him. He should still have his edge. He should get him a hallway scene with Leia rescue when he rescued her from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Give him a hallway scene and like appease everybody across the board. You know what I'm saying? So one thing that Star Wars is missing is fight choreography and action choreography. It's all shitty. You know, I mean, it's just real bad stuff. So
yeah, that's one thing that me and the missus definitely pointed out in even the fourth episode when we finally got to see Obi, swing around a lightsaber semi proficiently. He was still really stiff. It was not well done.
And that makes me think that was just Ewan McGregor probably remembering how to do things from previously.
Yeah,
it's like they almost like, they're like, we're gonna have some lightsaber stuff, but we're not gonna have it be like this crazy big fight like in Revenge of the Sith or in like Duel of the Fates and the Phantom Menace. Like it's not gonna be anything huge. It's like Ewan McGregor is part of the two biggest lightsaber battles in Star Wars history.
Ray Park set the bar, and then Yoda came in the second one, and I never seen a Jedi move like Yoda. When he did his thing, and then you had the Mustafar battle, like you were talking about.
Yeah, like you're talking about Ray Park and Ewan McGregor, who I mean, I hate to say it, but Liam Neeson, he was showing his age. He was not very quick with a lightsaber, which is fine. It's fine. But Ewan McGregor being younger and Ray Park being younger, I mean, they tore it up once Qui-Gon was killed. I mean, they were moving and you're just like, holy shit. And then of course. Yeah.
And it's funny you mentioned the Duel of Fates because again, this is the same guy, right?
Hey, look at that. Look at that beautiful man. I got your message, man. I just haven't had a chance to respond. I've been doing stuff.
You're on this thing. I didn't realize.
Yes, let's look at this beautiful man.
Yeah.
How are you doing, How are you doing?
Hey. Oh, look, the real Buzz Lightyear, unlike that stupid movie coming out.
Now,
that's so true.
I've always wanted to play this clip with Dan. I played this clip with Rogue last week, but now I can play this with Dan.
Who needs to hear this, but they're mean to you because you're pretty.
Well, obviously, because I professional booty queen.
I knew you were the booty queen.
That's me. That's me.
Phil, do you guys have like a crush on this chick on TikTok? Like, why do you keep playing her stuff?
He spends way too much time on TikTok.
I have like exactly. I have way too much time on my hands.
Phil, you need a job.
You could make a chair in that amount of time.
You need a job. Go get a job, my friend. Go get a job.
And it's as Dan likes to call him, which I just call this guy to troll with him, the milkman.
Hey, milkman, Gilkman, what's up?
Yeah. Gilkman in the chat.
That's right.
But yeah, you brought up the Duel of Fates. You know, again, this is just a reminder. Like I see so many people that are just willing to accept whatever is put in front of them.
I'm glad we're talking about these the lightsaber battles. I came in at the right spot.
Yeah.
Say something about it.
Well, also the music. There was one new John Williams score written for this, and there's nothing like you can't play Leia's theme or Vader's Imperial March.
Like, what the hell is that? He comes walking in, just killing people in the town, and you get nothing. You see his boots walking in, nothing.
Yeah, that would have been great to have.
That would have been cool.
That's kind of how that works.
That's exactly how it works.
So, are we just talking about episode 3 right now?
Yeah,
we're talking about a little bit of episode 3, and then we'll transition to episode 4. Yeah,
trust me, we're gonna get into balls deep into 4.
But this is the same man, right? That in Duel of the Fates, his master gets sliced right in front of him. He has a moment of panic, gets his composure back, and takes care of business.
Yeah,
that's how that works. And I read the novel Master and Apprentice. It's actually a pretty good book. Gives you a little bit more background on their training. And that was something Qui-Gon trained him just to meditate mid-combat. It was something he trained him on. So you need to tell me that just goes out the window after 10 years on Tatooine. No.
Also, Obi-Wan was one of the best saber duelists in Star Wars.
Star Wars ever.
Left.
Yeah.
Except A New Hope.
Ahsoka.
He did a horrible job.
Oh, he threw the fight in New Hope. You know it.
He was like,
the hero always needs to have someone die to spur them on to be better. That's story tropes.
I mean, we're allowed to have standards on fight choreography, man. And if they're not going to give it so Star Wars always starts with a fight. Just about the live action old stuff, even Mando starts with a fight, ends with a fight. You know, and this one didn't.
Yeah, that's what Eamon Face said yesterday on my stream about how the prequels really set the bar up a bit higher for choreography, and then Kenobi was
Well, and that's because George Lucas said that he's and I agree with what Thomas is saying. I that's part of the episode that I liked is that Obi-Wan Kenobi kind of learned how to be a Jedi again, but he was
that's also them copying basically the same scene from Fallen Order.
Yeah.
They stole 3 scenes from Jedi Fallen Order. 3.
And they stole from Force Unleashed. Whoever it was, at least liked the games. And guess what? Those stories for those games are a hell of a lot better than the show.
Oh, hell yeah. I hate Inquisitors in general, but I really liked Second Sister's story. I thought it was a really interesting story.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And guess what? Leia in Force Unleashed was not written as annoyingly as Leia in this. I'm sorry. She should have been 14.
After,
if they were going to change the age, the range of the show anyway, they should have moved it up a couple of years, made her 14, made it.
I understand they're trying to stretch the show with Leia, but she should have been with her parents after episode 3 and move on.
Yeah, how's Luke doing?
Exactly. Yeah,
how's Luke doing?
Yeah, exactly.
he has been mentioned once. He's been mentioned once since they left him.
Yeah, we saw him do the thing, and that's
him shooting womp rats on his T-16.
And I still can't help but think that Leia is only about 6 years old. She's not 10. She's 6.
And she talks like she's in her 20s.
She's currently 9. We looked it up. She's currently 9 years old at the time of filming. She was 8, so she's 2 years off the mark. Yeah. If you want my honest opinion,
she's a really short girl then, because my daughter's taller than that.
Yeah,
she's 5.
Yeah, she's a little thing. I would actually say this: the way they set this up, it should be 3 years after Revenge of the Sith and not 10. It makes 0 sense.
Yeah, I agree.
I will say, if you look at the actress in comparison to a younger picture of Carrie Fisher, she does look a lot like her.
No, I would agree with that too.
Right.
I would agree with that too, Tom.
Because there's been that meme going around of Carrie Fisher holding her pet bird Lola, which I guess where's the droid comes from. They're like literally taking it from Carrie Fisher's life more so than from a Star Wars perspective.
I'll admit I like the little actress's portrayal because she does come off very cute. Now, yes, they have her talking like she's 25.
Yep.
Right.
I don't
think
you can have moments of clarity as if she may be like wise beyond her years, but like all the time.
Yeah.
I do like the acting between Obi-Wan Kenobi, and even though it's very much lore breaking, I like the interactions between Leia and Obi-Wan Kenobi. It's very heartfelt, it's very beautiful. But at the same time though, it fudges everything up.
Well,
like,
here's
so
the thing.
it can feel
He's
real.
gonna have to memory wipe her in the last episode.
Right.
Something.
Like,
somewhere.
you're gonna get like this crying little Leia girl as he wipes her memory, unless Reva's gonna do it.
And
I was gonna be another thing for Reva.
It'll make sense.
I know
it'll probably be angry black woman because let's be honest, that's all she's playing. Like it's seriously a racist trope. No, it really is. She's just angry and angrier. That's it.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say I know we're fast forwarding a little bit by me mentioning episode 4, but I like how we finally got a Jedi mind trick in the 4th episode.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that this was one of the first things he did in A New Hope was the Jedi mind trick, but it's like, nah, he's completely forgotten how to do that. So we're just gonna.
I mean, you know, he's not Rey. He can't just immediately tap into the Force and do everything.
Hey, we don't.
Years and years and years of training.
No. 10 years of not using it.
We don't talk bad about the Skywalkers here. Oh wait.
Wait. So Rey's a Skywalker?
No.
Well, no, she's
That's
not
why
a
I said
Skywalker. Now, look, I understand what they were trying to do. They're like, well, she didn't know her parents. You know, Luke and Leia were kind of like, I guess, influential figures that in her life. So I understand they were trying to say, oh, well, she wanted to honor the people who took care of her. But at the same time, though, it was so lame. It was so lame.
Yeah, but think of how much more compelling of a message it would have been if she would have owned the fact that she was a Palpatine, and moving forward, it was the message of it's not where you came from, it's like where you're going. You know what I mean?
No, I would agree. Or she could have just said, I'm Rey, and it could have been that. That was it.
Especially with with what Leia said, kind of going to like what Astro said about how like Leia earlier in the movie, she did say, "Don't be afraid of who you are," and her taking the name Skywalker kind of contradicts that.
I gotta be honest. I never watched the last one.
Well, they could have just had Finn be the main Jedi.
I watched it with a friend who's not a Star Wars fan. He's like he's a Marvel comic book fan. Has all the comics, loves them.
The Disney.
No. Actual comics, not Disney shit. So I you know, him and I would go see the MCU movies together, and we haven't since Endgame. But you know, because everything since then has not really been good. Is awful. And he went and saw The Rise of Skywalker, and he's like, I don't think that was a good movie. And I said, no, you're right, dude. It's a Star Wars fan. It wasn't a good movie.
Yeah, no, like
a good movie.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't well written.
No. He was like, what the like what?
My wife's best friend had like never seen Star Wars ever, and then at one point in time she binged all of them, and she loved the prequels and she loved the OT. She thought Rogue One was decent, and she's like, what was up with Solo? And the sequels were really weird. It's like, yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, even my sister, who's not really a big Star Wars nut, she said, because she saw Solo, and she said, what's up with the droids? She's annoying.
Oh, and Solo?
Yeah.
That shouldn't have never been written in there.
Yeah, the root of all of Lucasfilm's problems, the actor who played Solo in the movie Solo. I like how he was the scapegoat for all that. Like,
It's not that Kathleen Kennedy came in after 80% of the movie was shot, and then she's like, I don't like you, you're fired.
All right, I want to talk about the interrogation scene with Trevor and Leia since Gilkman brought it up.
Yeah.
Well, now I think now that since we talked about episode 5, I think, or sorry, 3. We are now safe to go into episode 4 because I think we said all that we needed to say, right?
Okay.
Oh, I would like to say for the record before we jump off of episode 3, what in the fuck was with the fire scene? Are you kidding? Are you kidding me?
Why didn't he just walk through the fire?
His suit is fireproof. That's the first thing he did with making his suit because he got burned on Mustafar. He would walk through the thing, and how terrifying would that look to Obi-Wan?
He also just proved his range on his telekinesis. He just proved it like 20 seconds before that. He can reach out again and pull him.
I love how convenient that is. Is like they're able to sense people on other planets, but like someone with a blaster pointed at him like 20 yards away.
Yeah.
Like,
She's
totally
so
don't
amazing. Tala or whatever. She's amazing.
Oh my god.
And when was Obi-Wan like not saying uncivilized about blasters? He's been using the things like
the entire time.
He
sucks at the lightsaber, but he's great with a blaster. Like, where did that come from?
He's all of a sudden he's Mando.
Civilized.
I think a lot of the things that are that way are effects, filming time frame, because this was filmed, during COVID and everything like that, and bad choreography and probably budget cuts because they went cheap on the choreography, so they probably didn't bring in a good.
Yeah, there's not really a lot of actors in here. Is there either?
Yeah, that's my point. Also, you notice how less filled the town seems compared to Navarro in Mandalorian for the first season.
And
everything seems
human.
less
And very human.
They took out all the
very
aliens.
Yeah.
Tatooine, from my knowledge, had a lot of aliens in it.
Right? Like most like Cantina. Yeah. Yeah. Like. I don't
there was not one alien working in his little tuna shop cutting up stuff.
You want to buy a death stick?
Yeah, I want to sell me death sticks.
And that's where my
That's not
even overly done makeup. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly. That was still an alien, but it was kind of humanish.
And go ahead, Tom.
I mean, even thinking about it, even like Boba Fett, they cut out a lot of the alien species too. They did Twi'leks. Pretty easy to do in makeup effects.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could throw in some of I forget Maul's species name, but you could throw in some of them. All of the horns.
Zabrak, yeah.
You could throw some of them in on Tatooine easily. Some horns, cocked out lenses, little paint from the skin. Like you could get aliens that would be cheaper effects wise. Like you don't have to go whole hog, but
also you probably got costumes sitting around. I mean, you would think after like 40 years,
You would think so.
Yeah, just bust one of them out, dust it off,
I mean, well, and then even on top of that, like, it's so lame that Leia is running through this episode for half of the thing, and all of a sudden Darth Tantrum finds the room, and then at the end of the episode, she's on the other side of the hall. Like, what are you?
First of all, she can't be a Darth. She's like Tantrum Light or something. I can't call her a Darth. She hasn't earned it.
Inquisitor Tantrum, or I don't know.
By the way, my wife calls her Babyface.
She does have a baby face.
She does have a
baby.
Here's the thing, and this should have been the thing the whole time. Just like Kylo Ren, you should have left the mask on. You should have put her in a helmet.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah. She's not intimidating.
No.
Dude, looks like she just came out of the local gym, and she needs to go and pick up a pink berry.
Did you see what Anna, that Star Wars girl, did? Where she actually she put like some yellow coloring in her eyes, and then she just put like a black little line of makeup. She already looked more intimidating that way by just the two little just contacts and a little makeup right here.
Right.
And Maria says, "Ouch."
I mean, honestly, why not just take a limb off and put her in a robotic arm? You did it for Falcon and the Winter Soldier. You could give her some form of. Because normally most dark side users have some type of deformity or some type of pain to help.
Well, yeah, it corrupts their body and their soul. It corrupts absolutely.
Yeah,
that's why their eyes change color.
Yeah, she's not tough at all. She's like
I think she's gonna turn out to be
it's a redemptive arc. She's gonna have a redemption arc. For
and it's gonna make me. It's gonna because when in episode 4, obviously, since we're not, we haven't fully jumped to that part of it. When a certain thing happens,
Go ahead, talk about it.
Well, I mean, when Darth Vader grabs her by the neck and force chokes her, you can see in her face. She's like, "I did it on purpose."
Okay.
I missed the part where I'll play this clip for any of you guys who hasn't seen episode 4 yet.
Spoilers. Oh yeah, spoilers. I did want to say I got in an argument online about that little scene. So I found it interesting that Vader utilized force choke and force lift simultaneously.
Mm-hmm.
Did you catch that?
He did it before in the beginning of in the other episode in the town. He
Right,
did that too.
right.
No, but that one it was just force choke. Like
well, he brought her. He brought the person outside of the room. Like he was pulling the. So he was using force lift and choke at the same time because he was pulling him out of the house.
Right. Yeah. Right. But what I mean is like I imagine it like an extension, like an actual hand, right? You lift with the neck and you go up, right? Like that. Yeah. It's one focused thing. Is he's grabbing them by the neck and lifting them, right? But the way it was shown in this scene, it was like he was using two abilities simultaneously because he was choking her at one and lifting her with another, which is extremely strenuous when using the force because you normally need to focus on one thing.
Well, I mean, they're also
at the same
getting
time
logic from the games. So I think that what they're using is the game logic because in Force Unleashed and in Jedi Fallen Order, you're using two abilities at once most of the time.
That's
so someone who hasn't played the game or read the books. I thought Vader in that section was very weak because when does he stop choking and not kill somebody?
Only when Tarkin tells him not to.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. And where is he?
Where is Tarkin?
In the games, I agree with you.
Yeah,
where is Tarkin? Where is Tarkin?
Yeah, great question.
Because Vader is on a leash. Like Vader,
we don't know anything about Vader, and I'll tell you why. There's so many distractions going on in this show, right? You got Reva, you got Leia, you got all these side characters and their problems and their things going on, and I'm mad because my wife got killed and blah 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 blah. We don't even get to see inside Vader's head. I don't know what he's thinking. I don't know what he's thinking.
Like the only time we do see him thinking about something is he's in the back to tank when Obi-Wan's in the back to tank. And they're both dreaming about each other.
Why isn't his cybernetics his prison and not being a back-to tank? So I hate Disney Star Wars for the simple fact that back-to tanks are now respawn points. There's no stake.
Yep. No one dies in Star Wars anymore.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was one thing, talking about people dying. I found it very interesting. One, the mountain of convenience of even making it into the Fortis in Inquisitorium or whatever the heck it's called.
God, that name.
So like them even making it there, first of all, but we're just gonna look over that. She goes to the security gate.
Well, I have a question. Do you think that was supposed to be member berries and a lot of people passed over it because they're thinking like trying to bring back to Gungan City and swimming down to that?
Yes.
Because he used the reason
100%.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where's Jar Jar? when I saw that, I go, Jar Jar. Is he gonna pop up?
my wife even brought up the mouth breathing. Oh, look, they brought back the mouth breathing thing. It's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna be casual fans that'll be like, hey, or like younger prequel lovers, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
Yeah.
I'm hearing those people and it's annoying the shit out of me.
But I like how this lady, what was her name, Tala, she goes to the security gate and like I was saying upstairs, like they should have been stopped. And then they finally do it. I'm like, okay, finally, there's actually security. This is great. Yeah. And she says something about are you questioning me? Do I need to, rat you out to the Grand Inquisitor? At that point, I'm like, wait a minute. He would know that he's dead. Because that becomes common knowledge in episode 3.
Yeah.
So why was that not asked?
That immediately I was like, he's dead. I'm like, that dude probably hasn't been seen since like, the end of the second episode. I'm assuming he's gonna go, where's the Grand Inquisitor? He's a part of security detail, right? If somebody dies, you pull them from the security.
They had a whole powwow about it. They're like, who's going to be the next Grand Inquisitor?
Are we just going to, are they trying to say, oh, it's just a title and there's a new Grand Inquisitor?
Well, in this
one
episode,
hasn't been appointed yet, though.
Well,
we don't know that.
Here's the thing. This episode,
it hasn't been appointed because
their sister that he knows what he wants. That she can be the third sister. I mean, the Grand Inquisitor. So I'm guessing it's the title.
Yeah.
See, this is how I would have written it. Darth Vader, even though she tells him the truth, and he's like, "Okay, sounds good." You should have killed her.
Where you're going.
And said, and then said to the other person, "Okay, now do this." You know, after she said what she did. You know.
But this is new Vader. This is new Nuvader. New
he
Vader.
Has more feelings.
He's
or
Vader the
he's
most.
like, oh, okay, I won't hurt you anymore.
He will snap the necks of innocent random people in a village, not playing the Imperial March in the background, but he will gently lift up and lower his subordinates and force choke them a little bit. Like
just a little bit.
I'm sorry, in Empire, man, he was just killing people.
He would say sorry.
He can't kill her, or he'll be racist.
Yeah, I think.
Am I wrong?
If
Darth Vader would have killed her, there would be an article written about how Darth Vader in Star Wars is racist for killing the
He did what Maria said.
Okay,
she's like, I put it. What did she say? I put a tracking device on.
Yeah, I put a tracking.
He should have snapped her neck and said, "We already know that he's taking her to Alderaan."
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this, and this is just simple thought here. Is anyone else just as pissed off about them not using James Earl Jones actually for the voice, and that they're using the same stuff they used for Mark Hamill in Mando?
Is it an AI? I thought it was actually James Earl Jones.
I thought I've been seeing articles lately about it being it not being.
Really put his name.
Well, they also confirmed too that that Hayden Christensen is only in the suit part of the time. So Hayden Christensen splits time with another dude inside the suit.
Yeah, so for close up, you'll see him.
Have a good stream. I'll watch it later.
Yeah, I was supposed to say, Maria.
Yeah, see you, Maria.
She's going to go live. If we're done by the time you're still live, Maria, I'll rate you. I hope you have an awesome tackler stream, and everybody go subscribe to this amazing person. Love you, sis. Okay.
Anyways, James Earl Jones's voice sounds totally different now than it did when he was younger. So maybe that's
That's Sci-Fi for me said that it is his lines, but they're using a re-speecher to modify it to make it sound more like the OT.
Okay. I mean,
that's fair.
That's fair.
That's fair. I mean, but what I can't get behind is the fact that they're not using Hayden Christensen in the suit.
Yeah.
I'm just.
He should be in the suit all the time.
Bring him in. There should
the whole
be some
time.
flashbacks.
Yeah, the whole time.
There should be some flashbacks.
So, I mean, it definitely begs the question: like, how often have we actually seen Hayden Christensen legitimately on screen?
You see that one time on the little hill where he's wearing the cloak? You see that? That
was I would say probably anytime there's a close-up of Vader, it might be him in the suit. Maybe. Because you're not seeing scale. You don't need to worry about height.
By saying that they're using re-speecher.
I did see a shot of Hayden from Revenge of the Sith where he's doing the Force choke on Padme, and an episode where I don't know if he's Force choking. I think it's when he was Force choking Reva or Reva or whatever the hell her name is. Darth. Nobody gives a shit. And the hand is literally being held the exact same way, and I would say, okay, that's probably Hayden Christensen, because those physical mannerisms are gonna be the same. Like I'm gonna hold my right hand in the same motion as like every way at the same time, doing it's like muscle memory. So I would say that's probably a good one.
I think when he walked into the room, it was probably Hayden, because the way he walked was very similar to the way he did.
No one else around him.
Yeah.
If there's no one else around him, you have no, like I said, scaling. So they're probably using Force perspective to make him look 6 foot whatever.
They did confirm though he's not doing the stunt, so I'm imagining he's not doing any of the lightsaber play.
Which makes it even worse, because don't they show the like behind the scenes?
I was about to bring that up too. Yeah, they show some things about his.
I heard he's not doing the stunts.
Well, at this point, I want to be exactly surprised.
There haven't really been that many stunts.
No,
that's what I'm saying. So the only stunts you could have really talked about is the lightsaber battle.
And
they had the
Leia
whole
being
behind the
chased.
scenes. They had the whole behind the scenes thing of them showing him training for the saber battle, and
and that makes me think that that'll probably be the final one where they meet again, and it's supposed to be like his, as epic as Revenge of the Sith. I can't imagine. Well, I know, but in their mind, they're gonna be like, it's gonna be so epic.
I'm gonna say it right now,
everybody's gonna be jerking off to it. It's like, no, dude, we're not. Like
that fan-made Obi-Wan Vader fight that was supposed to be the New Hope one. That one, the reimagined, right?
Yeah.
That is gonna still be probably better than anything they do.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that was good. That was a good remake.
Yeah, it was.
I mean that because I think if anything that a fan and someone that actually really cares about will always be better than what's being pumped out from Disney.
Yeah, because Disney isn't run by fans.
Yeah, fan films are pretty good. I mean, not all of them, but No,
and I do love what.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Phil's
what?
frozen. No.
You're saying something. Look at that
Oh
face.
wow. Okay. Am I back?
Yeah, you're good.
All right, good.
Wait,
I was supposed to say before my interrupt decided to be an a-hole that I like what the Force of Light said about who thought it was a good idea to make Vader blend into the wall.
Yeah.
There's a reason why most of the stuff in the Empire is really well lit. Like, there's a reason behind that.
Yeah.
There's also a reason why the Empire wasn't very diverse either, but I don't think Disney's going to talk about that. Much like Amazon's Lord of the Rings is going to talk about the fact that what happened to all the black dwarves? Uh-oh.
Yeah. I'm going to say we were hearing female stormtroopers now, right?
Yeah.
That was not a thing in A New Hope ever.
Right. Ever.
Well, the Empire is based off of the Nazis. I tried to like change it a little bit. I don't know. I don't know if that works.
Right.
Let's just say the bad guys from World War II.
Yeah.
That's why their costumes are like that. I mean, it's not meant to be. These aren't happy people. These are hateful,
it's
hateful
the Jedi.
people.
It's the Jedi. The Jedi are the diverse crowd.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So it's like all of a sudden this, like, it's just I don't know. It's all over the place. It's all over the place.
Sure.
Yeah. Which it goes back to the whole thing I was saying about the lack of aliens, because we got a lot of scenes not taking place in the Empire and it's all humans, which is very much like the Empire. It's like, I don't understand.
So dumb.
Which it's a super I think
time.
Yeah, I think his StreamYards keeps crashing. He said, "Well, that's what happened last time." And that's one of the reasons. Like, when Disney put out that, when Star Wars put out that stupid tweet about that, we celebrate. There's 20 million species in the galaxy. We don't like racism. It's like, where are they in the Where are they in the movie? Tom lost power. They must be having a storm over there.
Dang.
Well, I hope everything's all right, my friend.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the only
they were baiting everybody from the
only alien we saw was what, Freck, right? Like that's the only alien we've seen is Freck.
You know who voiced that too? Apparently Zach Braff.
Yeah.
I don't even know who that is.
I thought that character was
from Scrubs, the main.
Yeah, which I like
Scrubs.
Zach Braff, but I thought that character was super lame.
Yeah.
Which and
which alien was this?
That's
the one
sympathizer. The sympathizer.
Yeah, the Imperial sympathizer that picked him up in the
like
truck.
the mole looking?
Yeah,
the mole looking thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
like
that led up to the incident we'll call Lasergate.
Yeah.
Lasergate.
There, that's pretty good.
Go around.
No,
right?
hey,
Yeah.
I got an idea, Lord Vader. Just throw another gate out there and it'll stop Obi-Wan.
That's it.
They just go around. No, he won't be able to.
This
I
time
can't
we'll make
go
it
around. I
impossible
can't
for
jump
you.
over it. I can't crawl under it.
Yeah.
Which
I can't go around it.
Isn't it interesting that Freck is an
gotta
Imperial
break it.
sympathizer when they are so anti-alien?
Yeah.
Doesn't really
it's
make sense.
Strange.
Nope.
Because I thought it was kind of cool to see like
sympathizer.
someone on the
He must
other
have been
side, but
partially Nazi himself, right?
Yeah, the thing is that the Empire enslaves people, so like, what the hell?
Yeah, yeah.
God, this thing is bad,
okay
man.
with
It's like we
being
just keep
enslaved.
unfolding more stuff and just keep bringing out bad writing choices. And you know, I heard somebody
It is
say
bad,
that
right?
the writers should have asked more questions than just
Yeah.
making these bold statements like they've been doing.
Mhm.
And I thought that
They really should've,
encapsulated
yeah.
it pretty much.
They should have. They should have
yeah.
went to the source.
Sure.
George Lucas said, "Hey, we need some help."
They'll never do that. I don't think they want help. I think they just want to. I think they just want to burn it to the ground.
Yeah. I don't like. Sometimes I'm like, are they? I would rather them be. I would rather them
buddy.
be villain.
I'm now sitting in a dark room.
I figured you're in a dark room on your phone,
Yep.
or what
So-
I
Your
call
phone doesn't
Friday
die.
night.
My
guess
phone's
it-
at 93% battery.
Nice.
This is a pretty cool picture
Yeah.
of you.
Yes,
Yeah.
dope.
That was on.
Thank you.
You had that on
Pretty
Instagram,
dope.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I try.
So I did find something about the third episode I did like when the stormtrooper fell off the roof and got sliced in half by the gate. That's cool.
By the gate
yeah.
that was from Blazing Saddles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, like.
Oh man. Oh. Sorry, Tom. Go ahead, real quick, and then I'll say what I'm gonna say.
No, I was just thinking. Did anyone else bring up the scene from Robin Hood Men in Tights when you saw the laser
toll
fence?
gate?
I was just thinking. I'm on the East Bank. I'm on the West Bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Like it was just comical.
not
I can't
that
tell it was on
serious.
purpose.
it's just that simple. Oh,
Yeah.
it's not that. It's the principle of the matter. So let's
Yeah.
break it instead.
Yeah.
They weren't taking the transport. Like you thought. All right, he has to shoot the thing to take the transport. No, he leaves the transport
Yeah,
behind.
He likes to walk, you know? He
Yeah.
thinks it's faster walking for some reason. Hey,
I
whatever.
also saw someone point out that when he was surrendering to them, which that was just disgusting to see. He had the gun still in his hand, pointed at them,
Yeah.
and they didn't
Yes.
say anything.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Plus,
Yeah,
he
that's-
just took out 3 or 4 of them with no
Right,
problem.
5
With
of 'em.
Leia in the middle, and
5
then
of 'em.
then he surrenders to 3, and it's like,
Yeah.
I'm on like vehemently hoping that Cal Kestis or anyone like doesn't show up in this. I don't want any cameos
No.
because it's just so bad. I don't want it. Ahsoka, you could give me him in Ahsoka or something like that, because or whatever. But like,
I don't think you'll get him.
I can think about one thing I actually do like. I do like Obi-Wan's new attire. I like that blue and gray half cape look thing, and that's fine. Like I'll accept that being a
I'll
good.
give you that.
Yeah, I guess
It's a good
costume.
outfit design.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that.
The lightsabers look amazing.
Yeah.
But they also look a little off, like because we're so used to them not giving off that much light.
That's true.
Oh.
That's true.
Like
It is a
they
little
could have not desaturated, but they could have brought some of that
Taken
exposure
down
out. Because
the
even
light.
when they show them in like you said, the Force Unleashed trailer that mimics that interrogation scene, the lightsaber doesn't spread as much light.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
Because even in Rogue One, I don't think it did. Like when he did the hallway scene in Rogue One, I don't think it actually gave off a huge amount of light.
No.
Well, you also have to think about
that hallway was pretty red.
When Luke showed up in The Mandalorian, his lightsaber was very vibrant in the hallway.
Yeah, good point. So,
I think they're trying to turn it up a little bit to kind of give it a lot more of a glowing effect for.
Well, they also have better ones to use than when they were just using the stick with silver tape on it.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I mean that doesn't super like bother me at all. But the thing is, you have to realize, and I saw this comment on Twitter after episode 3. There's this guy who's like, I think watching the stormtrooper get chopped in half by the electric gate, the laser gate was a little graphic, and it's just like,
did you see the originals?
I was like,
here.
I'm like, have you seen Star Wars?
So many limbs getting lopped off. Good
God forbid he sees Indiana Jones. Then he'll have a conniption fit.
Like what are you talking about?
I mean,
like people get limbs
Darth
and
Maul was
chopped in half everywhere. Yeah, literally chopped in half.
So at what point in time do we think people are going to stop saying the Grand Inquisitor is still alive, though?
Like because people are still saying that.
But
I know I don't think he's alive. But these people are so stupid that I wouldn't be surprised if there's like an after scene where he's still alive and he's in like a back to tanker.
Respawn. He's at a respawn
point. He's at the respawn point.
But he's in Rebels.
Exactly.
No,
exactly.
a Grand Inquisitor is in Rebels. It may not be the same one.
They said
it looks almost exactly the same.
They said he's supposed to be the same one.
Megadome.
Oh, so he is supposed to be the same one?
Yes.
So is this the beginning of the different timeline then?
This is the actors.
This is the beginning of Leia being the main character in the next trilogy.
Well, and they the only place what's the only place they can go because they have actively not given a shit about canonical information. Who does not
even their own
willing they are not willing
Wars.
to redo the original trilogy. Who says they are not?
I can tell you one thing. If my fear, if this happens in this show, if they end up killing Luke and saying, "Oh, this is a different timeline," like I think that would piss off every Star Wars fan, no matter what.
Oh yeah.
Not the Disney just consumers. No, just a.
I can't see someone getting around the fact of like, oh, you just killed the person who's technically the lead of the whole thing, just so you can make your own separate what if.
Well, I don't even think these people are that smart. I hate to say it.
That's what I'm like this with politics, which I don't really get into a lot of politics, but it's the same thing with this. I'm like these people. I would rather them be wicked and have a wicked agenda than be this incompetent.
I don't think they're this incompetent. I think they have an agenda. I honestly think that they want to tear everything down, and they want to redo it because what is the first thing they did? When they bought Star Wars in 2014, they decanonized everything from the EU. Everything. That was the first thing that I went, what?
But I also think that was Disney doing what Disney does, which is they don't want to pay creators.
Well, at the same time, though, that's Disney. That's, in my opinion, that's Disney saying we wanted to do what we wanted to do, and we're not going to listen to any of that other crap.
Kathleen Kennedy just announced that she was going to get rid of they're going to get away from the Skywalker saga.
Good.
But here's my question.
Done that a long time ago. And
so have you guys seen the news about Peter Rice leaving Disney? Right?
Yeah.
Have you seen? I guess I know Ryan would probably have seen it. I don't know if the rest of you guys follow that closely. What?
I didn't follow that closely. Is he a pedophile?
Okay, so no, he's actually from Fox. He was part of the acquisitions. They put him ahead of the TV content.
Yep.
Okay.
So do we think that this shakeup, I'm just curious, will eventually come down to Lucasfilm too? Because if it is about their streaming services and their streaming content not pulling the numbers that they report, like, could we be getting some type of shakeup?
My opinion is that usually when stuff like this happens, they're getting somebody out of the way that won't do what they want.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would think.
Because a lot of people were putting him as a lead for someone to take Chapek's job.
That's just hope.
Well, at this point, Bob Chapek is a hostage. That video he put out not too long ago. That's a hostage video. The only thing missing was the guy with the gun standing behind him. That's the only thing. Literally, that's all that was missing.
I want to know that.
You see hostage videos like that from Afghanistan with dudes with rifles standing behind people giving these statements, and then they're shot in the head. Yeah, then they're shot in the head afterwards. I'm sorry, that's a hostage video.
I just someone can do something like the Orville or something like that with Star Wars and just do it. Do something close enough.
Right now is a prime time to take advantage of this situation.
You can make something close enough.
Yep.
8 degrees off.
Yep. I've even thought of things like you could have a group of knights that can summon light as a sword, not have a handle on it. And they could just summon a light. You could just think of all kinds of things. It's just do like the Orville does, pretty much. Copy and paste and change some things around and compete with Star Wars.
Look at what's happening in the superhero space right now, because Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, X-Men, these are iconic heroes that have been around for decades, and I feel like both Warner Brothers and Disney suffer from the same issue, which is they think that they're untouchable and that they'll never flop, and yet now we see The Boys, Invincible, kind of more B or C list things kind of rising up. Like, oh yeah, we could do superhero stuff too. Granted, I'm not saying it's original because The Boys and Invincible were comics before, but I don't think they would have thrived when like the MCU really was cranking it out. But now it's like there's everything's subpar, so it's like people are still interested in superhero stuff, but the stuff you're making sucks, so they're gonna go somewhere else.
Yeah, I can't believe that the Orville and Stranger Things season 4 and all that stuff and Top Gun. If somebody would have told me Top Gun's gonna outdo Star Wars years ago, I'd have been like, wow.
Top Gun's killing it.
Yeah.
It's over 600 million after 2 weekends.
That's a good movie. It's
a phenomenal movie.
Actually, at that point in time, I want whoever did the director of Top Gun, if they ever get rid of the whole regime in Star Wars right now, to do a Rogue Squadron film. Because that's what because that's basically what give me that.
Yeah.
Give me Tom Cruise as Wedge.
Yeah.
Wedge.
But
I wouldn't be surprised if Disney says, "Hey, Top Gun did well. We're gonna pretty much copy that and do what you said."
They're gonna do exactly that.
They're gonna do that, but it's gonna be
the exact
more
opposite.
diverse.
They got to have someone on board that they can make a puppet to toe the line for whatever agenda
Disney's
they want.
full of socialism, socialists.
Yeah.
So,
no, Disney's full of capitalists. It's just that they have activist writers because they're all about that dollar.
Yeah, that's what it is. Disney's
are
full
socialist sympathizers.
Globalists.
Disney is run by the activists because they won't stand up to them. So you have all these Disney employees who more than 70%, 80% agree with, maybe even more than that, agree with that they don't like the direction the company's going. There was that whole that letter that was, authored and stuff like that, employees like saying, please stop this. We don't like this. And then of course you have all the
then those people should just quit and not give in,
Well,
you do realize it's like, they're one of the largest employers in Florida, right?
Oh yeah,
legitimately
aren't
one of
the largest in Florida.
No, Publix.
Oh, is it really? Oh, okay.
Publix is the largest employer in Florida.
I can see Publix doing that.
Publix is a good grocery store.
Oh,
they have a good theme park.
Yeah, it's called the subsection.
They make great fried chicken.
If Publix made a theme park, at least it would be family friendly and it would be for the customers. So I'm just gonna say you'd have to pay a little more, but
roller coaster and a shopping cart.
Yeah, you're already paying a lot of money to Disney, who doesn't give a shit. So
I'm just saying that I think the problem is Burbank, not necessarily Disney in general. Especially the people I know over here are definitely not for what's going on.
Well, yeah, it's always California, New York.
Yeah,
the large cities. They're poison. They're poisonous.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to say it. They're absolute poison, and they poison everything that they get their hands on. And Hollywood used to try to look. They're all a bunch of weirdo creeps, and fine, whatever. You're never going to oust that. I hate to say it. It's Hollywood's a cancer, but at least they cared at one time of like writing good movies, like trying to have good expression of art. Mm-hmm. Now they're just like, they'll pay to see it. The hell with it. I mean, look at Doctor Strange. It's almost at $1 billion. That movie was horrendous.
That movie was the best part of that movie was to me, the Scarlet Witch. I almost said Scarlet.
Yeah, I mean the horror element and the killing and all that stuff. I mean that's fan service, but that's about it.
Yeah. You know what's funny is that there was an article written saying, that Haley Atwell said she would love to come back as Peggy Carter, and there are a lot of like Disney shills under there, like, we don't want any more from her. We want to see the new characters, blah blah blah. And I'm like, I literally just commented. I said, you know what? I said Haley Atwell deserves better. That's what it is. Haley Atwell deserves better.
Honestly, I would watch a Haley Atwell Captain Carter movie. Haley Atwell's a great actress.
Yeah.
And
if you get rid of all the nonsense and but what they did in Multiverse of Madness was disgusting. absolutely disgusting.
Well, they did
I will
make
say
a
I didn't
show.
hate What If. I didn't hate the What If stuff.
I did.
To be honest,
I did. The only good
Not
episode
all
was
of it.
the third one. The third one was the good one because they at least
Benedict
got a little
Cumberbatch
creative.
deserves better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've already checked out of the MCU after No Way
Me
Home.
too.
Like that was the national title for me. Like I'm not gonna go back. I'm done.
No.
That's it. I'm gonna retire. I'm just gonna read this stuff right here and be happy. I can't be miserable. I can't go to a theater with a bunch of people, pay money to be there, sit there for 2 hours to be miserable. Like I'm done. I'm done.
Can I ask a thought question? Just this is outside of Star Wars, but since we've went that way, have you all seen the state of play going on right now? Have you seen the trailer for Midnight Suns for the game?
Oh,
I haven't. I
just
just saw the thing today. I haven't had a chance to watch it.
I was actually streaming it earlier.
Oh, because I read Midnight Suns for the first time like mid last.
Well, it's definitely not the Midnight Suns you're thinking
Oh,
of.
I know because I've seen the posters. It's already off. Like I know,
Oh,
but like,
super.
how bad is it?
I'm assuming it's gonna be like a Fortnite clone.
Is it the Midnight Suns?
Sons.
I think there's not that many
Suns.
suns in it.
No, there isn't, and that's the point. They changed the title because it was originally sons, as in like male children, and then they changed it to like the son. It's like, no, that's not how that works.
Okay. Anyways, hey, does
Back
anyone
to Star
know how
Wars.
use
Back to Kenobi.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, does anyone think that Reva is Wile E. Coyote?
Reva.
I think
like
she
the
is.
Reva show.
So is Leia Roadrunner?
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, you see how fast she ran? The Red Hot Chili Peppers couldn't keep up with her.
I'm sorry. At that age, I was a lot faster than that.
Yeah, but you didn't have like branches in the way. You know, those things you just can't
Yeah,
get
those
around.
things just, yeah, they got in the way of them catching up to her.
I actually saw people online defending it. It's like, I have a toddler and they're impossible to catch. It's like,
That's
It's
because
not supposed to be a toddler.
That's because they're fat and they can't run.
I also say if you
I'm
can't
fat
catch
and
your
I can
toddler-
run and I can catch up to my 10-year-old for crying out loud. I tackle him all the time.
If you
So-
can't catch your toddler, then you need to go to hit the gym.
Oh yeah, you
No.
intercept them, and plus you reach out like 4 feet with your hand and like scoop them up
Right.
off the ground, so you can
Exactly.
actually catch them. You can
It's
hit 'em
fun
off,
playing
like-
chase though. I love when they laugh and run in circles and hey! you know.
But the Red
So-
Hot Chili Peppers, they just line up behind you and follow.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah,
And
they
they were
have-
like running slower.
They're like,
Yeah,
you go first. Okay, you. Okay, all right, let's
like a
line up.
I'm just glad that he got a
Yeah.
role after Back to the
Let me hit it.
Future.
like they had like a semicircle set up, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna leave you this opening, and then we're gonna single file behind you." Like,
But also, like, they didn't think about bringing like nets.
And who thinks of sliding down a hill, a small hill, and then getting back up to run? No one thinks like that.
how about just blast?
She would have just went
stun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The stun ring.
Yeah.
Done.
They apparently they don't have the stun rings anymore.
Yeah.
That's not until A New Hope.
Yeah, I'm about to say, when was the last time you seen one of those? When was the
But
last
they
time you-
have, but they have the murdersome laser gates. They have
Yeah,
those.
that's it.
Bad writing, guys. This is CW Star Wars.
Oh,
Well, I mean, and
That's like, well, CW used to be okay, like the first season Arrow.
Used
So
to
like
be.
current CW.
I think I was going to say I think the first 2 seasons of Arrow was like the best, and then
Yeah, it
like
was awesome.
at season 5 they got lucky, in my opinion.
Does
So-
CW not exist anymore? Or what?
Oh, it's still
they,
no,
they
it's
still have weird stuff.
Oh yeah.
Whatever Gotham Knights is gonna be.
Knights, Yeah.
Bruce Wayne has a kid that isn't Damian Wayne.
Yeah.
There's crickets. There's crickets in the trailer. Like if you're like there's this quiet scene and they're talking and there's crickets in the trailer. It's literally.
They should have just made a show called Gotham High with Damian Wayne being the kid going there or something.
I mean, why not? Let's just make another peripheral Batman show.
They already did they already tried to do that comic Gotham High, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and it was a piece of shit.
Just.
I'm not saying it'd be good. I'm just saying it'd be better than taking the guy.
But speaking of crickets, though, you got that cricket on speed dial, Dan?
What? No, sorry.
What?
Into the booth for a little while, there was a cricket in a dance room for like 3 streams in a row.
Well, Jiminy Cricket.
Yeah, we had a Jiminy Cricket.
Do you have the blue fairy in your house too?
No.
I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, the blue fairy. Oh my god, that's a discussion for another time.
Just the blue fairy.
Because you know what, I'm not happy with all the hate that Eddie Murphy is getting in the new Pinocchio live action trailer. It's unkind. It's not nice. I don't like it.
Wait a minute, new Pinocchio? What? Live action? What?
Dan, are you still living in the van down by the river?
I am. I still like the cartoon Pinocchio.
Should somebody share the new blue fairy so Dan has some context?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What is this? No.
Here, someone.
I'm just saying. I feel love in my heart the fact that Eddie Murphy is still getting roles. That's all I'm saying. I love the fact that he's getting roles. He's gonna be magical in this.
Oh,
Cynthia,
when you wish upon a star.
Phil left his own stream.
Phil is secretly the blue fairy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Whoa. Wait, what?
Yeah, that was my response.
Whoa, wait, what?
Phil's back.
Keep my wife's name out of your mouth.
Yeah,
That's what it looks like. What? Is that who that is?
No.
Oh, who is it?
Okay.
Some name I can't pronounce.
But what I
in
love,
something else. Hold on, let me see if I can find
what
it.
I love is they have a side by side. It's like,
oh
in
yeah,
what universe do those two look the same?
This isn't real, is it?
No, it's 100% real.
It's real.
It's like a joke.
It's 100% real.
Oh,
What?
God.
It's
No,
100. It's
You're
100% real.
Yes.
You're lying.
No, it's 100% real. There's a live action remake of Pinocchio coming out where Tom Hanks plays Geppetto.
That's a good casting, I think.
Tom Hanks, the pedo. He plays the pedo.
Well, supposedly he had been to a certain island. We can't confirm. Maybe a hand.
He just wants to make his own little boy.
His.
Mr.
Hanks, can you make me a real boy?
Keep dreaming.
I just keep seeing that Family Guy clip. Oh my god.
Oh.
This is not about Kenobi anymore.
No, it's
help us, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're our only hope.
Okay, since we're kind of on this topic at the moment, I'll quickly share the picture of the Fairy Godmother so Dan can see.
Oh God! Yep, here we go.
Yeah, I saw that.
When you wish
That's the Fairy Godmother.
No, it's not.
No, it's the blue. The blue.
I don't see the resemblance.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, I mean,
I don't get it.
I thought it was from the new Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Isn't that Galadriel, her final form?
Yeah.
I just about shot my fake tooth out of my mouth.
Oh man!
Yeah, when I first saw this in a Linden Hall stream, I was saying that I thought the Fairy Godmother was beautiful. It was supposed to be beautiful. See?
Well, Phil thinks sometimes before.
Well, Phil's not technically wrong. So this is actually
he's supposed to be very, very pretty because, like,
Yeah,
Pinocchio's.
Well, this is the blue fairy from Pinocchio, but then again, you had the horrendous Amazon and Disney. I'm sorry, Amazon and Sony adaptation of Cinderella that was an absolute piece of shit. That I had to sit through almost a 2-hour movie that like literally. It was like I was literally it's like nails on a chalkboard. I had to drink to get through it. It was so bad. And that had that Billy
Eilish?
No, the gay guy or whatever. And
I know what you're talking about.
Like I'm your fairy godfather, and it's like,
oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
To cast a gay guy is in a fairy godfather role. Like these people, do they not understand? Like what irony is? Do they not understand it? Like they hit it on the nose all the time.
Read the room.
Read the.
Or do the
room.
actors playing the role realize that they're being used as a joke sometimes?
As long as the check's clear, dude.
Yeah, I don't even think they think it's a joke. I honestly think they think they're being like super progressive. Like
Honestly, I just want to go. I'll go back and watch the Drew Carey live action one from like 99 or whatever.
You said you found something?
I did. I found the blue fairy doing this.
Oh
God.
Canceled.
Yep. 666. The eye. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no. This is the white power sign. It's a racist. It's a racist dog whistle.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's a racist dog whistle.
Oh.
There are a bunch of SWAT guys that were like doing this in a photo, and they're like, "Oh, it's a white power sign." Like, what?
Isn't that kind of how they count in some areas, though?
They're idiots if that's what they think.
Well, I mean, that's yeah. I don't know.
Stupid.
That's the Illuminati. 666.
So, question: do we think the last 2 episodes of Kenobi are going to be longer to try and actually?
They have to be. There's no way.
So they have to be like an hour each, right?
They have to be more than an hour each. They need to at least be like an hour 10, hour 15.
I wouldn't expect them to do anything that you want them to do.
What are we
I was
going?
mad that this episode was like 30 minutes.
I was glad I suffered less.
Well, I mean, guys, once Kenobi's over, we have to suffer through Cassian Andor. So
I think Andor's going to be better. I think Andor's going to be better than this.
It might be because it was something that they made up, right?
Disney I think Disney will put more money into their own creation.
Well,
would you bet $1 million on that?
But it won't be Cassian Andor. It'll be the Mon Mothma show.
Which she doesn't really look like Mon Mothma to me. Just saying.
Well, but that's going to be the show. You can tell by the trailer. It already seems to be more about her trying to. It's the same bait and switch we've gotten for Doctor Strange.
Always the bait and switch.
Well, you also know that she was Mon Mothma from Revenge of the Sith.
Talk about that chick, right?
Oh, Jyn Erso.
No, Jyn Erso is not in the show. I'm talking about Mon Mothma. Like
who's Mar Hua? I guess
Mon Mothma from the original trilogy, the one who says many Bothans died to get us this information.
Yeah.
Oh, the emo chick there.
Emo chick.
Right? No.
She's real soft, regal looking lady.
Yeah, well, like the lady they got in the new one doesn't even have the same haircut.
She's
for the show she's not supposed to.
She's very solemn. She's very, very soft spoken and very.
She's supposed to be like regal. Like
it didn't really come off regal. It came off it came off very kind of like just solemn and almost like depressed all the time.
She's almost like
they're fighting a losing battle at that point in time, so I can understand her being depressed.
I can completely understand. But no,
this is Mon Mothma, Dan.
Yes, that's what I thought. It
She's gonna be a great warrior with a sword.
She's like the emo chick.
She's gonna do.
She's gonna man spread on the cover of Variety or something.
No,
someone needs to explain that position in women does not equal out a position of power.
Yeah,
I always think I'm like, dude, she plays football or something, man. She's
it's because there's something in between your legs, people. Get it straight. Why do you think we sit like that?
y'all can have fun with Andor. He was hands down the most boring character from Rogue One. If there was anyone I didn't want to show for, it was Andor. And when
they should have done the show on the two
Donnie and
the Wills people, the Guardians.
Yeah. But like even more so, like I would have been okay with an Andor show if they had K2SO there, but they're like, no, we're not doing that. It's like, oh,
Yeah,
well, then,
K2SO.
Yeah, because Alan Tudyk didn't want to take the job, probably.
fair enough.
Well, I mean, like, can you blame them, dude? Like most of these people, careers are over. Like, do you think Deborah Chow is going to survive this? Probably not.
I'm still surprised how Oscar Isaac still keeps getting stuff done. Like he gets to be in Dune. He's not hurting, but
Isaac is actually a good actor. That's the difference.
Yeah, I know, but he still like he tipped his toe back into Disney for, I'm guessing, a lot of money for Moon Knight.
Like I don't understand why Christian
even-
Bale
I'm not
and
even
Russell
saying-
Crowe are doing what they're doing. I don't
Yeah.
understand that.
No, I think he's a very good actor, and I think he propped up Moon Knight for what it's such a piece of crap it was. You know, it's like you can have the best acting ever, and you can't polish a turd.
I still think it's probably one of the better Disney Plus shows, though.
I'll take your word.
I have to
for
agree
it.
with that.
Yeah, you're probably
I think
right.
so.
Yeah, I would actually have to give that to you.
Better than Miss Marvel?
I haven't watched Miss Marvel yet.
I did. I watched-
Some people saying good things about it, but all the people saying good things of it also have like 12-year-old daughters.
It just
okay.
is.
So I'll say this:
It just is.
it's definitely focused for a younger audience. It's not even really, I would say, focused for kids in high school. Did it start out like an absolute piece of shit? Yes. In the first 5 minutes, I wanted to turn it off so fast because she's literally, she's a YouTuber. Go figure.
Yeah.
She's a YouTuber who's posting like these like little paper, like stop motion videos about how Captain Marvel's so wonderful. And
How
that
did
she,
you know who
Yes,
Captain Marvel
because
is?
Captain Marvel is
Yeah.
queen.
Oh,
How
they
does she know
reaffirm.
Captain-
They
basically,
reaffirm.
yeah.
So is this
they
like
reaffirm.
Diary of a Wimpy Superhero Kid?
Probably.
There is
Kind
little
of.
doodle. There is little doodles in the air and stuff around her. And she's-
Yeah. There's definitely
yeah.
little doodles
There
in
you
there
go,
and stuff
that's
like
how
that.
it is.
Fate, did they answer the question about how she knows who Captain Marvel is?
Oh, everybody knows who Captain Marvel is, dude.
Well, everybody.
They all think the Avengers are like the best thing ever.
Yeah, the bestest thing ever. So they go to Avenger Con. It's the very first Avenger Con.
Hey, you
ever.
were at a con. Does it look like a con at all?
No, there wasn't enough songs walking around.
Looked like a prom with a stage.
There wasn't enough. There was a lot of not inappropriate, but there's a lot of cheeks being seen at MegaCon. Like you saw a lot of anatomy.
There was a lot.
Well, even at C2E2,
Lot of cheeks.
what's the
They like to
convention
show
I
their
go
butts.
to?
Don't
They have
people
a lot of
understand?
cheeks
Poop
before.
comes out of the butt.
It's still a pretty thing to look at sometimes, though.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
unless you're
Sometimes,
thinking.
sometimes it's
The
it's
doo-doo
okay to
comes
grab a
weird.
handful. With permission. So.
Remember,
So,
cosplay is not consent.
Yeah, I know. They had a sign that said, "Remember, cosplay is not consent. Please do not touch people." Like, what the fuck are you talking about? That's a legitimate sign they had. I was just like,
That's
are they
so cool.
serious?
That's funny.
Oh,
I like it.
Did you? Sorry, going back to MegaCon for 1 second. Just Ryan, did you see the girl that made $400 with the sign walking around? You can pay me $5 to step on me. She made $400 a day.
Oh wow!
Really?
But
Yeah.
Step on her.
Yeah,
where?
she
Where'd
had
they
a sign
step?
that said. She
So
said
that's a
something-
good question. Where did people step on her?
They stepped on her foot.
They-
No,
or
she
something?
No,
stepped
she
on
stepped on them.
She would step on them. So
What?
it was like a domination thing. Yeah, it was like it's super creepy. Super creepy.
That's weird.
I saw her in another YouTube
Give
video
her
later,
$5
and then she said how much she made.
Oh, I believe it
my
100%.
God.
I believe that 100%.
That's nuts.
She's not a nerd.
No, she's probably on the Twitch. So
Yeah.
I was gonna say she's probably on the fans.
oh, I guarantee she's on the
Yeah.
fans.
Both.
It's like
You get on Twitch to advertise.
I would
for
have
your
said,
fans.
no, you can't step on me, but I'll give you $5 if I can step on your face. That's what I would have said.
She was
Man.
pretty
Hey.
cute. I don't know if I would.
And
Well,
that's
exactly why I would
sexist
do it.
and it's violent. And
I'm going
you just
to
might be a serial
gently
rapist after
touch
hearing that.
with my foot.
Dan, the law is canceled now. He is a serial rapist after that comment. I believe it.
Man.
I mean, did you
Too bad,
see
too bad.
the clip that I used for Ryan's intro? No, not Ryan's face.
Huh?
What? What are you talking about?
The pretty girl on TikTok, and then it goes to your girlfriend who's wearing the hijab.
The beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, she.
Okay. So I saw Rogue.
Well, I mean, if you want to,
Did Rogue already see it? Yeah.
This is your show, dude. Like,
go nuts, Phil. Go nuts.
And if you thought you had tea on me, bitch, you're drinking.
What you doing, huh? You thought I can't catch you because it's a different person? You naughty, dirty little boy.
She makes it 10 times funnier. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. She's found a great niche.
I showed one to Fate. It was similar to that, but it was like a cute girl, and then it was cut with a guy that looked like Jesus. He's like, "Hey, what you watching?"
Yeah.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, I've seen that one. That's funny too. That's good. That's good memery right there. Great troll work. That's why the internet is a beautiful thing. Jeez, Tom, what are you doing? Like, are you beating off? Like, what the hell? Are you...
I'm scratching my back. Sorry. I'm also in the dark. I don't know what's going on, and I have no air conditioning. I'm getting hot.
Oh man.
Are you serious?
You're in Orlando, right?
Do you have any?
No, I'm not in Orlando.
Oh,
No,
where are you?
he's outside.
I was wondering what all that heavy breathing was.
Reenacting.
I like my house at like 70 degrees.
Yeah.
And right now it's probably up to 85 in here. So that's not cool.
Did you have a
How come
storm or something?
The power went out. It's still out. I don't know what. There was a bunch of storms here today, so I don't know if.
Okay.
Tom, are you still in the dark, or do you have candles?
I have a flashlight on, a lightsaber actually.
Hey, there you go.
You're going in style, man. Going in style.
How come? So was Darth Vader in that area where the interrogation with Reva and Leia, was Darth Vader there the whole time?
No, he wasn't in the Inquisitorium.
Okay.
No, how
okay.
did he
Well,
get
how
there
come
is
they
the
can't
question.
how come they can't sense Kenobi when they can sense him everywhere else? And wasn't that one of the validations for him to shut off the Force? Was so he wouldn't be found?
Funny enough, that's what my father said too when I saw it the second time with my father. He said, how could they not sense Kenobi?
But how can he turn it on and off then? So he's turning off the Force, and he's turning on the Force, and he's turning off the Force.
It
I don't think it worked that way.
It doesn't work.
It's not like Dragon Ball Z.
Works. It's like one
That's
of the
not
good,
how the Force works.
Yeah, that's like one of the good quotes from the sequel trilogy. That's not
Yeah,
how the
exactly.
Force works.
I mean, if you think about how they describe the Force, it permeates all things, right? It's like, how do you shut yourself off from something that is its own, it's autonomous, right?
I'm assuming it's like once you have knowledge of it, you can't really get rid of that knowledge. It's like seeing a new way. Like it doesn't, unless the Force has its own will, and it's like, oh well, Kenobi, we're not gonna.
I think it would be hard for him to shut off. I don't know. They say they do it in other stuff, but one of my favorite stories in Star Wars is Cade Skywalker's, and he's like 135, 150 years in the future. He's a descendant of Luke, and he doesn't want to be a Jedi, so he runs from the calling of the Force, and he uses death sticks to numb the call. It's a very interesting take on somebody that using drugs to get away from the Force. But other than that, I don't know. Like, I think he should be like, I think they should have leaned into it and had Obi-Wan sort of be falling temptation to the dark side and have him be bitter. That's what I think.
I mean, I'm okay with the whole PTSD thing. It's just I don't like the fact that it's made him so mopey and like helpless.
Right.
Like, and like when you suffer from PTSD, you're not mopey and helpless all the time. Like it's an episode. Like the dream, it's an episode, and you wake up in a cold sweat. Like it's not like it's like, oh, I can't do whatever. It's like it doesn't work that way.
Yeah. I don't think PTSD works the way you think it does, you know?
I think so. Well, not for nothing, the Netflix Punisher show did a really good job displaying PTSD.
Yeah, but like,
so they had an example that would have worked.
Yeah, but everyone online's on board with he has PTSD. It's like,
oh yeah, they're running with it.
Works the way you think it does.
Because they handed out like hot
I
cakes
was gonna say it doesn't seem like it's PTSD. I wasn't agreeing with that. I was just like maybe he's just depressed and you know.
I mean, I understand. I understand he holds a lot of regret and a lot of resentment. Like he should have been able to do more. I get that,
right?
But at the same time, though, he's not doing anything to better himself. Like, yes, you can't. He's not going to be able to. I mean, he's not even like trying to train himself to stay proficient, even with the lightsaber, if he's not going to use the Force. Like, it's almost like he's made himself more helpless for no reason, to where I don't think Obi-Wan Kenobi would go that way.
Kept him on Tatooine and not moved him anywhere else.
Well, yeah, that's 100%.
You know what I mean?
Here's my thing. Like, this kind of get me giving Disney devil's advocate a little bit here.
Here, let's rewrite it. Kenobi sitting down in his hut and for 6 episodes. And that's it.
Well, they kind of did that with Boba Fett.
I was gonna say, they should have done the Boba Fett story for Kenobi, like him kind of mixing it up with the Tusken Raiders kind of makes sense because he knew how to scare him off in episode 4.
Phil, what were you gonna say? You're gonna play the devil's advocate.
Here's my thing. That regardless if he stayed or left Tatooine, the Leia arc should have been over with 3rd episode. And this episode should have been at least Obi-Wan making his way back to Tatooine at the very least.
I remember some people saying about Grogu, like get rid of him.
I did not hear a lot of people talking about Grogu negatively.
Yeah,
not negatively, but to get rid of him. You know?
I think the other point is that Grogu didn't talk.
I unfortunately I got sucked in by Baby Yoda, so I have to say no. Sorry. I know there's issues with Baby Yoda, but at least they made original character. I know the Mandalorian, yes, is kind of an offshoot of Boba Fett. And at the same time, I can understand the fact that, like, you know, Mando is going to be more proficient. You all right, Tom?
What did I do?
I hear like
I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'm literally just sitting in a chair, trying not to move. My house is dark. Well, I did trip over something. I shouldn't move.
I mean, to me, all this stuff is just an opinion, right? It's a take on Obi-Wan because, I mean, this is a take. This is also an opinion on Obi-Wan where he doesn't have PTSD or any of that stuff. And he actually goes right to work on Tatooine, doing what you would expect him to do, and that's helping the local citizens overcome like land barons and sand people and stuff like that. I mean, he jumps right into his duty. And
the only similarity that book has with the show is that Obi-Wan is trying to contact Qui-Gon.
Well, aren't they taking some of the story arcs from that book, but they're doing it so sloppily it's gross, right?
Sounds like Lucas.
I mean,
they're taking large chunks from that book for the show, but they're not adapting it the way they think they are, right?
Yeah, they're not really adapt. So he was like helping moisture farmers fight like a land baron who worked for the Hutts in the area. He's in cahoots with the Hutts, and he's like getting a percentage or a cut, but he's also blaming assaults on the moisture farms on the sand people, but it's him or whatever. I can't remember how it goes, but anyways, he's a crooked guy, and Obi-Wan has to end up confronting the sand people and ends up making friends with them, and then they all help each other to fight this one guy who's in cahoots with the Hutts. And that's basically the story. And Luke he's already handed Luke off and everything. And he doesn't have PTSD. He's still formidable as a Jedi.
Yeah,
but you can still like see the guilt that he has with Anakin, because at this point he still thinks Anakin's dead. So you can still see that guilt. But Vader's right; he doesn't have PTSD in the Kenobi book.
I was
what they're calling PTSD.
I was gonna ask. I remember in A New Hope, Obi was hey.
What
See,
up, buddy?
I'm stuck with my. I turned my lightsaber off for you, so now I have to turn it back on to see around. So I have lighting.
To answer Zakaria Khan, I would say no, because I think The Last Jedi literally just destroyed everything. I think this is them trying to bring out trying to reanimate a dead corpse. They've turned Star Wars into a corpse, and they're trying to reanimate it, in my opinion.
I would say that both Obi-Wan and Last Jedi are about on par as far as badness. And the only reason I say that is because the one redeeming quality, and it's a tiny little one for Last Jedi, the kamikaze hyperspace thing looked really cool. Really stupid, but at least it looked cool.
I guess
then wouldn't they have done the same thing for the Death Star?
Yeah, you would think.
should've.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's smart. I'm saying it looks cool. There has not been a single visually stunning scene in the entirety of Kenobi.
No, you're 100% right. There has not been.
You didn't like him cutting the meat and giving it to his animal?
Oh, you know what? Yeah,
that was pretty.
I
cool.
don't think he would work.
Cool.
I don't think he would work. Jedi's are resourceful, so what they do is they insert on planets, right? Like when they were part of the Jedi Order, they would come in, they would insert planet side, and then they would utilize their Jedi abilities and blend into their to the environment.
Come on, he'd be
You know, I mean,
using the mind trick to get himself free meals.
I mean,
no, he has to wait till episode 4 to use that.
Oh,
well, also at the same thing, you're saying that he would be using his Jedi resources. Like he doesn't have Jedi resources.
That's true.
You know, he literally in this last episode 4 is where
cuts himself off.
We finally see him actually.
No, that kind of makes sense though. If you think about it, as a spiritual sense, you can cut yourself off from like the Holy Spirit and not feel him, not be with him.
Yeah.
So
it's a personal choice. There's a personal choice there.
Right, a personal choice. But in the prequels, don't they say it's more of molecules? It's not really a
midichlorians
anymore.
The midichlorians.
Unfortunately, they took the mystique away to show a measurement of how powerful Anakin is to introduce midichlorians.
Right.
Which takes away from the mystique.
Yeah. You know, I kind of noticed just now that in episode 1 with the meat part, that's the birthplace of Arby's.
What?
That's
you guys
we have the meat.
The guy says, Arby's, we have the meats.
I thought it was more like a fish. It looked like tuna.
It's a crate dragon.
Is it?
It's a crate dragon.
Okay.
So
it's a Disney Star Wars version of a crate dragon because crate dragons look different in the EU.
I was gonna ask earlier, refresh my memory. In A New Hope, Obi has Luke train with the training droid. Where did the droid come from?
It's a good question.
Because
it wasn't in the container with all the stuff that he had the lightsaber in.
It wasn't in the show.
Well, if they don't show it this season, it'll be next season in Obi-Wan.
Why is there a season 2?
There's no season 2.
Well, hopefully they make it better. Hopefully they.
Y'all serious? I thought it was a one and done.
You guys like this one? Wait until season 2.
Forever.
Oh,
yeah. At the end, Vader's going to go to a Bacta tank, and Reva's going to be there.
In the Bacta tank, a little companionship.
No,
Yeah,
that would degrade her character. She can't hook up with a white man.
Well, if
He
she
says
can't
he's
hook
white,
up with
he's
this
an
white
alien.
man, I got an idea. I got a proposal. Okay.
He wears all black, isn't he? Black.
Okay, I got a proposal. Okay, they cast me as Lando Calrissian's brother, right?
Mhm.
I'm a Jedi, right?
So Phil Calrissian.
I
Phil
come in as a
Calrissian.
Jedi,
Mhm.
and I come in. You will date me. I will date you.
So
No,
wait,
Phil.
you want to date
Reba?
Phil, you got some dating issues, bro.
It reminds me of the
You need a
robot
job. Go get a job.
I think
man.
Phil has a chair issue. We need to solve that one first.
We do need to solve that too. Yes.
Head of the times, man.
That reminds me of a bit from Robot Chicken.
Jedi simp.
Oh, geez.
We now know Phil's call sign.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
Jedi
Simp. That is
Yeah.
that is never ever going away. Just
What
for
about
the
Robot
record.
Chicken?
Oh
That's
yeah,
what I
there
was
was a
gonna say.
bit from Robot Chicken where Obi-Wan is in a mirror. He's like, you are attractive for your age. I am attractive for my age. You have a lot to offer a woman. I have a lot to offer a woman.
Honestly, I can say this right now. I have more fun watching Robot Chicken or Family Guy's Blue Harvest than I do anything from Disney right now.
Blue Harvest was great.
Which kind of also begs the question what Cooney said earlier. Obi-Wan worse than The Last Jedi? Your guys' take on that?
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
I can't tell yet because it hasn't ended.
Mm.
The ending is really going to make a difference.
I say they're equally bad for different reasons.
So Ewan McGregor was
Jet.
quoted saying that he would like to make another season.
See, that goes to tell you he's compromised. Like, if he had any
Oh, he is?
integrity, he'd be like, no.
And
He
Hayden
is?
Christensen said he would
Yeah,
he would like to too.
Well,
Yeah.
they want to pretend that they're back in.
I would be okay with a Vader show. Like the comic book.
No, not a Vader show if they're making him weak in this one.
Yeah, I
Not
agree with
that-
Dan. Not if they're making him
do it.
weak.
Any project coming up from Warner Brothers, from Disney in general, that says, "Hey, we're gonna do this character you like," I'm immediately saying, "No, no, thank you."
But wait, didn't
just
Warner
leave me alone.
Brothers just have a big shakeup also with their
We'll see what happens when the dust settles, but I'm not convinced that they're doing a 180. We'll see. I'm not convinced.
I'm
The
not convinced
producers.
either.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
producer are they talking about? All of them? When you're producers?
All the producers, all the time.
Exactly.
I think Ahsoka and Mando are going to be all right. Now I don't know what it's going to look like because of Cara Dune, right? I mean, there's a lot
think
of people that
Ahsoka's
they
going to
ran
end
off.
up having the bigger budget. I don't know why, but I think it is. Because the only reason I'm saying that is they're already, I think I said this before, they already have the merch out in Disneyland. Like they have her cosplay stuff ready to go for that show.
Because Ahsoka's debatedly the biggest female character that Star Wars has right now.
That's also not that big of a surprise because Ashley Eckstein actually has a clothing line. And
Oh yeah, she was here in Orlando the other day, having a meetup for her clothing line.
Oh, that's dope.
Well, Ahsoka is going to be probably the last beloved Star Wars character that they have not just absolutely wrecked. Rosario Dawson
Well, that's
is
because Dave Filoni.
Yeah, well, I mean, Rosario Dawson is perfect for the role. For a live action take, I think she understands the character. I think she honestly looked into how to play the character.
Yeah.
I think she did her homework, and that's not something you're going to get. Now the
Well, that's
problem
because
is
she's an older actor too, and a lot of the older actors did all that.
Well, yeah, and even though politically she's a weirdo, which I don't really care. Like whatever, she doesn't
Right.
she doesn't like usually cram that into her roles. Not that I've seen thus far.
Right.
She keeps her stuff away from her roles, and she just does a good job.
That's why they wanted to cancel her because she wasn't.
Yeah,
pushing
she
an
doesn't
agenda.
she didn't play for the team. So, but I just saw that Jet Sparks 373 said he saw Jurassic World Dominion. I would definitely like to know how it is too, because I'm going to see it tomorrow. Obviously, no spoilers, please.
Oh yeah, no spoilers, man.
But
I do
Saturday.
see some bad, I guess some, I don't know if you call it review bombing or whatever, but some people have been posting not the.
Like what are they complaining about it? Like it's not good, or?
Well, I mean, I saw Jeremy John's review, which normally he does a pretty good non-spoiler review, and he liked it. But a lot of people are complaining that it's very formulaic and it's sort of just back to the same type of thing.
I'm just waiting for them to learn their lesson that, fucking with dinosaurs is not exactly the best idea.
Well, each movie has its own certain message that comes out of it, like even the original ones. But true. Anyway, that's another story. But so basically, it sticks to the Jurassic Park, Jurassic World formula, and there are people who don't want that. I mean, did Top Gun Maverick really break new paths here?
No, I think it's just a preemptive thing to go against it, because it may not be as whatever as most critics want it to be.
Yeah, I guarantee it, 100%. Because it's the end of the franchise, and Colin Trevorrow is directing this one. He wrote this one. He did the first one, and he has admitted, he's like, I am a Jurassic Park fan. I grew up watching it. I love it, and so. And that's why, going into the first movie, when I was worried they were the Indominus Rex was going to kill the original Tyrannosaurus, who she is a character in the book. Her name is Roberta, or Rexy. Most of us call her Rexy, but she's a legacy character of the franchise. So it's like a lot of, when he admitted, she's been the star of the new movies. Like in every movie, she has this big epic scene because she is literally the star of the movie. So I have a feeling that they probably didn't do the whole go girl power thing, and blah, blah, blah. They tried to write a good movie to close everything out, because this is the last movie. They've admitted this is the end of the franchise. No more Jurassic World, no more Jurassic Park. That's it. The license is done.
Answers your question.
Yep, that's good.
That it's had better than the Fallen Kingdom, at least.
Well, Fallen Kingdom was filler, so I'm definitely after I see the movie, I'm definitely gonna be dropping a review tomorrow, or right after. But yeah, trust me, I'm very excited to see it. So it's me too. It's gonna be fun to watch the old and the new come together. So, but that's just me personally. I'm a huge fan of Jurassic Park. You probably. There you go. I can't. I don't know. Well, the one in the middle above the light, that's actually a Tyrannosaurus. It's Rexy from the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, which is the animated show on Netflix, which is very good too. It takes place. To see it. It takes place between the movies, so it's very canonically friendly, which is great. So I do.
Before we talk about anything else, I see Jet said that Astro has to Jet. There you go. So where can people find you?
You can find me on YouTube and Twitter, A5TR0_93. I am doing a live stream tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Open mic. It's also going to be a celebration because I hit 100 subs. So thanks. So if you guys want to swing by, you're more than welcome. Other than that, thanks for having me on. I've had a lot of things I wanted to say about this show, and I finally got to say them, so that's great. So I'll see you guys around. Thanks so much.
Yeah. See you, buddy.
Thank you for joining.
Later, dude.
Later.
Bye.
Just to look at the chat, Jet said he said let's have a roundtable on it, Ryan. I mean, if I'm definitely up for it. I don't know if after Phil sees it, if he would want to do one. I'm all for it though.
Hey, if you guys want to do a roundtable of the Jurassic World, whatever it's called,
it's Saturday.
Okay.
I'll be willing to do it.
I would. I'm I'm off the weekend, so I can do it at any time on Saturday or Sunday. So that works easier for everybody because I know that the normal job gets in the way.
Okay, then I can make that happen.
We're also doing the Rumble tomorrow night, so we'll talk about it just spoiler free. So
I'll be able to do it after my either before my interview with Comics and Cosmetics or afterwards.
Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Cool. I don't know if you guys are going to continue to talk. I do need to bounce too because
I think we discussed everything that we needed to talk about of the episode, right?
Okay. Yeah, because we went into Jurassic Park and we definitely discussed Obi-Wan.
Yeah, we've poked a couple different areas, but if you guys don't mind, I'll go first. I'm just gonna bounce out. So Phil, it's always awesome to be here. You didn't have to make me bigger, but that's fine. You can see my lovely face. So Phil and I usually do a stream with some of these awesome guys on Friday night. It's called the Friday Night Royal Rumble. And also we'll randomly get together and on my channel, Legion Talk, and we'll do some Hollywood stuff. So I think going forward, we're going to stick to Twitch because I finally won my fight against Viacom and all their copyright crap that they tried to nail me for.
Right, and you got a Ghostbuster on your wall. I see.
I do. I got 3 Ghostbusters.
Oh, nice. I can't see in front of them, but
I got stuff up here, over here. This is like all my military service stuff. My grandfather's military service stuff. I got action figures back there. I got a lot of crap. Once the housing market stabilizes, I want to get a house and put all that stuff in an office and not in my living room. But that's a different story. So, see you guys. Much love to y'all. Appreciate you guys letting me on. And Phil, talk to you soon, buddy. Huh?
And you guys can subscribe to this guy's many channels and Twitter and Twitch. I think I put your Twitch in the description as well. If I haven't, I'll update it.
You're good, dude. Trust me. I'm not too concerned about it. Well, we get around. We talk to each other a lot, right?
Oh yeah.
I talked to three out of the 4 guys on this panel a lot, and then and Fate we happen to bump into each other every once in a while too. So.
Oh yeah, I had a good time, man.
Yeah, no, it was. I'm glad we got to talk about this and kind of vent.
Oh yeah,
because I needed a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
this show, Obi-Wan makes therapy necessary.
Yay, Star Wars.
And this is our therapy.
I mean, people need to know, man.
Star Wars fans anonymous.
My therapy is watching guys build little toys and robots from nothing. I saw one today about a tube of toilet paper roll. He built a little droid, and I was like, "Yeah, that's so cool."
Nice. Also, what you guys were talking about? Yeah, we got Pete
Venkman. Oh, yeah.
From the new movie because I did like the new movie.
Old ones, yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking to get the nostalgic ones too.
Right.
It's a process, I didn't.
It is.
I didn't have a pretty poor as a kid. My family was, so I didn't get didn't get a lot of action figures. So I think I'm kind of
poor.
Make it well. yeah. I think we're all poor right now.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, slowly building up this set, but yeah, I got lots of stuff. But all right, guys, I'm gonna bounce. Much love to y'all, and I'll talk to you soon, huh?
Yeah, talk to you soon. Thanks
see you guys. Bye.
Later.
And since we're going to close off the show, I will let the badass looking avatar go first.
Well, I'm Rogue Disney. I think I have a video coming up Saturday about tacos in Universal. So
I like tacos.
Yeah, it's tacos. It's Simpsons food from that section of Universal, so it'll be interesting. Besides that, I think I'm gonna be at Universal tomorrow again.
You're such a hard worker.
I do work a regular. I do regular work. It's just lovely that I get to work from home. And so, but besides that, I don't know. I'm dreading gas prices and my hour drive over. So I might be a little bit less videos for the summer, but I don't know. I might only be able to do 2 a week just because of costs increasing.
Right. You could always take some of your live ones or something and edit them down shorter and post that.
Yeah.
Way, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I can definitely do some of that. But besides that, I might be on Royal Rumble tomorrow. May not be. If I am, I might be on location, and that we'll see what happens. But
sweet.
All I know is I'm not looking forward to next week's Obi-Wan, and that makes me sad.
Yeah, I feel like you and many other people are not looking forward to it. Sadly, this episode was in for me, to be honest. But that said, the man with the cool looking hat, lightsaber, and Jedi symbol behind him. What do you have going on?
Thanks for the compliments, man.
All right, no problem.
Yeah, I'll just drop my card in the chat, man. Follow me on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram.
That's it.
That's about it.
All right, again, follow all these amazing people. I got their links set up in the description, so you guys can find them easier. And Fate did also do this, so thank you, Fate. Thank you, Fate.
Bam.
Exactly. And then my big brother of Inside the Booth, the Law.
That's it. I am the Law.
See. Me and Dan has something. This little joke going on because he's the Law. I'm the rebooted ghost.
Yeah,
of
you
Inside
are
the Booth.
a rebooted ghost. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just get out my proton pack and shoot you.
Wouldn't he be the chairless ghost?
He would be a chairless ghost.
That's why I'm the rebooted ghost, because the original ghost has a chair. I don't.
The only ghost that had the chair was from Ghostbusters 2.
There you go.
The Scolari brothers. We gave them the chair.
The Scolari brothers. That's right. 2 in the box, ready to go.
We be fast and they be slow.
I love it.
And
right,
Gabby says I'll send you to Jesus.
Yeah. Send you to Jesus.
But where can people find you, and what do you have planning?
What
have you coming up? As I word that word.
Find me in Inside the
What's
Booth.
your home address?
8 Elm Street. Elm Street, everybody.
Elm Street.
Yeah, Elm Street. I'm on Elm Street, everybody. Just don't come on Friday the 13th.
I'll be there on Saturday the 14th.
There you go. I love it. You can find me on Inside the Booth in Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Yeah, and obviously YouTube, because that's what we do. Is YouTube. That's right.
Nice,
that's what we do. And what do we have going on? We got every Saturday or every Sunday and every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's what we have going on.
Nice. So be there or be square, as a saying goes.
That's right. Be there.
Oh yeah.
Square, like SpongeBob.
Yeah, my favorite pineapple. Mm-hmm.
Be there.
SpongeBob is not pineapple.
I'm.
See, I was testing you.
He lives in a pineapple.
Under the sea. Ooh.
Yes. And then for me, as I stated, on Saturday, going to do an interview with Cosmics and Cosmetics.
Oh, that's cool.
And Saturday, I was going to do a Stargate stream, but that's going to get postponed to a later day. long story, but yeah. And
long story.
Oh yeah, and then Saturday, if not Saturday, then I would try to do it hopefully next Thursday as a combination of episode 5 of Kenobi and the new Jurassic World. I'll do a roundtable, but if I can't do a roundtable of Jurassic World Saturday, I'll do it on Thursday. Let's try to.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'll be on Tim's on Sunday night doing Kenobi. Forgot that.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay. And I might be on Tim's channel Sunday.
Phil, I'm just going to warn you about the pineapples. Pineapples mean something very specific, so be careful how you use them. You do understand what a pineapple means, right? Phil?
Oh!
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ladies,
I don't either.
No, it means you swing.
Oh.
If you go to a grocery store, I guess in Florida, I guess it's a thing. And you have a pineapple and you put it like upside down, that means you're open to the swinging lifestyle.
Never heard of that.
Is that like on a playground, like a swing set?
No,
Yeah,
like in
like
Swapping Partners.
Oh. Like
The only thing I know
on a
about
tree?
pineapples is if you pull on the green leaves on the top and they come out easily, that means it's ripe and ready to be eaten. That's all I know. It's the only thing I know about pineapples.
It's a warning if you see a house with a lot of pineapples.
Sweet.
It's something
Wow,
I've learned the hard way.
I'm gonna start looking around my town then. See if I find pineapples everywhere.
Seriously can't get over the whole info that Tom said. Okay, that's interesting.
Phil, you might live a little bit more sheltered life than I do.
Surprisingly, too. And this is coming from a guy who was once a player.
Phil, I think it's better to stop the stream there.
All right, good night, guys. I'm leaving. See ya.
Yeah, Kathy says it best. Good night, guys. You guys know how I do things around here.
Yeah! You like what you saw? Then give it up for Ninja!
Моя голова пинтом, когда я перед тобой вижу тебя наяву. Сердце мое полно веществом, я говорю нет, оно люблю. Моя голова пинтом, когда я перед тобой...
Show yourself, Jedi.
When marimba rhythms start to play, dance with me, make me sway.
I love you for infinity.
Hey Elmo, what's going on?
Where's my Starbucks? I told you I wanted Starbucks.
Oh, sorry, Elmo, I totally forgot.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. Now go get it. Yeah, that's the fucking shit I want. Yeah.
Who would you be without me, Prime? Time to find out.
If the Empire's here, what I sensed was true, there must be something special about this place. You stay here, R2.